What's going on? Zach Crawford here, and you may be able to see in the background here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create an affiliate marketing funnel that will allow you to dominate the leaderboards and literally crush the competition with any affiliate product you want to promote. Now, what I'm about to show you has literally made me millions of dollars, not just with affiliate marketing, but selling my own products, selling my services, and it's also allowed my customers to go out there and dominate the leaderboards in many different niche industries. Now look, I know there's a lot of people out there that talk a big game, right? But they don't actually back it up. And just so you know that I'm not full of it, I'm actually going to flash up a screenshot right now of one of my millionaire students, 𝐤𝐤𝐽𝐽, who I actually helped to do this process that I'm going to teach you in this very video. He was able to go out there, put his funnel together, apply it to his own business, and get qualified for his free, dream card that the affiliate program will pay for. All right, so I'm going to show you step by step how to create an affiliate marketing funnel so that way you can go out there and crush whatever product you want to sell. Now, you will not have to pay me a single dollar to learn this. I'm literally going to lay it all out for you. I'm going to show you my funnel. I'm going to walk you through this whole diagram here in the background and then show you examples of exactly how I do it. But all I ask is once you actually start getting sales coming in, you apply this process, just remember who taught you how to do it. All right, so I just want to give you a fair warning real quick because this is not for lazy people. This is not for the get-rich-quick crowd. This is not for people who want to do the least amount of work and get paid. This is for people that want to dominate. This is for people who want to literally blow right past their competition and do things right. Now, this takes a lot of work up front, but it's something that allows you to scale. It's something that allows you to grow very, very quickly. And it's the difference between the people who make just a little bit of sales and struggle and the people like myself and other super affiliates who are crushing it. So you can do what the 99% do, which is put the least amount of effort in order to get paid, or you can put this little bit of extra effort up front and you're literally going to crush everybody that you're going against. All right, so what I'm about to do is show you step by step how this whole process works. So in the background here, I'm going to show you the mountaintop overview. This is what I always teach. This is how it works, right? I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I don't want you to be like, oh, Zach, there's a lot of steps to this. I'm going to break down every single step so you understand how to do it. I'm going to show you examples of how I do it. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you examples or I'm going to help you brainstorm ideas of how you can implement this in your business too. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you the mountaintop view as we talked about. Now, you're going to notice this whole funnel, there's several steps. What I do not want you to do is get overwhelmed because we're just going to take a few steps at a time. I'm going to show you how it works, and then we're going to actually talk about how you do this for your business. So the first step is traffic, right? We have several different types of traffic. We can do Instagram, we can do YouTube, we can do Facebook, we can do Google, and at the end of the day, you can do paid or free. If you ask my suggestion, start with free, make some money, then scale the hell out of it with paid traffic once you know what you're doing. Here's the part right here that nobody talks about, content. People talk about traffic, but I want you to think about traffic as people. People have problems, they have desires, they have pains, they have solutions. They are not robots. So the piece of content that you're going to create is going to be the top of your funnel. This whole diagram here is a sales funnel, but nobody ever talks about this piece. This is the most important part and it's the top of the funnel, right? So if you had Instagram, maybe that piece of content is a picture or a video. If it's YouTube, it's obviously going to be a video. If it's Facebook, it could be video, image. Google, we're probably talking about blog posts, right? All of them work. Now, once we have this piece of content in place, it's going to go to the next step of the funnel. So you see like right here, the free training. Basically what this is a free giveaway. We can give away an ebook, we can give away a video course, we can give away a video training. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is to give away something of extreme value, to build rapport, build that relationship with that person, and get them wanting to buy our thing, aka the affiliate product. Now, once somebody puts their email in right here and hits that submit button, it's going to have the next step, which is the most valuable piece, and that's going on to our email database. So immediately they put their email in. At the same time, it's going to redirect to this thank you page. We'll talk about that in the next step, but they're going to be added to our email database. This is our asset. I want you to realize the thing you're selling right now, it's not your asset. It's just how you're getting paid. Once you have this email database, you can keep selling to these people over and over and over again. I've literally sent out emails and made $50,000 in a weekend. You're not going to do that without this database. All right, so what I want to do is I want to show you what this looks like because I think it will paint the picture much easier so you can see how it works. Now, keep in mind, if you're using another traffic source, it's going to be different, right? But it's the same process. So here's my piece of content, right? Remember, content is the top of the funnel. It's the pre-frame, right? It's the pre-frame to get people to take the next action, aka to opt into your email list, to get the freebie, and to go down your sales process. So this is a video I did on affiliate marketing funnel in the past, which is teaching basically how to create a sales funnel for affiliate marketing. I'm just doing an updated version now. So here's the video. People watch this video and you can see right here I have a link that links them to the funnel. It goes right here, which is the squeeze page. This is the freebie. So you see like right here, 100% free training, the beginner-friendly blueprint to create passive income selling other people's proven products. This is a training basically teaching exactly how I'm talking about in this video, which is how to create a sales funnel to create passive income selling affiliate products. And then of course right here, here's one of the benefits, get access to one of my profitable businesses. 90% of the hard work is done for you. So it's a done for you funnel that they can promote. And then of course, you click right here. Yes, Zach, I want the training, put your email in. And that puts you onto my email database. And then from there, it takes you down the next steps of the funnel, which I'm about to talk about right now. All right, so this next step is called the thank you page or bridge page. And this is one of the most important steps. You want to pay attention here because this is something that if you don't apply it, it's going to cost you a lot of sales. All right, so this is the step that most amateur affiliates don't do. Most amateur affiliates either one, want to hide behind their computer and never show their face, or two, what they want to do is they just want to link straight to the affiliate product without ever introducing themselves. If you do not do this step, I promise you, you're costing yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars by not implementing this. All right, so this step is absolutely important. I want to stress that again. This is so crucial to your success. This is what amateur affiliates don't do. Amateur affiliates do not want to show their face. They want to hide behind their computer, and most of them just want to link straight to the sales page and hope somebody's going to buy. This is what I call hope marketing, and I'm promising you, if you do not implement this step, you are costing yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not even joking. All right, so the point of a bridge page is simply to introduce yourself, build rapport, or build a relationship as soon as somebody comes across to you, and then simply to bridge the gap from you to the product you're trying to get them to purchase. All right, in order to orchestrate this point so you understand the point of a bridge page, I want to give you a simple lesson. And imagine if a new restaurant popped up into your city. Let's say it's a new pizza joint. You went and tried it out. The pizza was amazing, and you wanted to tell your friend Brian about it. Brian now hears you talk about how this pizza is amazing, and now you've piqued his interest, and he's interested about going and trying the pizza place. Now that is exactly what the point of a bridge page is. You want to bridge the gap to that actual product. Understand, when you come in and you are just linking straight to an affiliate sales page, nobody knows who you are. They never got to know who you are, and therefore the probability of them opening your future emails is not very good. The probability of them wanting to, buy products that you recommend in the future is not very good. This is why you absolutely have to have the bridge page. You got to introduce who you are. Hey, my name's Zach, and then what you want to do is basically endorse the affiliate product you're trying to promote. Just like Brian hearing you endorse the pizza joint, when that new subscriber comes onto your list and you're saying, hey, this product will do X, Y, and Z, it will make your life easier, feel free to check it out below. You're going to 10x your conversions by just doing that step, as well as you're going to now get people who want to open your emails in the future and be open to hearing your marketing messages. Now, the last thing I want to touch on before I actually show you an example on my computer is that if you skip this step, you're really cutting your profits in half. If you're in a busy market like something in Make Money Online, something in marketing, something in weight loss or fitness where there's tons of money to be made, people are constantly following new people, subscribing to a new email list, and if they don't get to know who you are, they're probably going to forget who you are. In fact, they may even hit the spam complaint. They may unsubscribe because they don't even remember opting into your email list. And this is why creating a bridge page is so crucially important to your success. All right, so this is one of my bridge pages, and I'm going to keep things super simple because I change things up depending on what kind of funnel that I'm actually creating. Now, keep in mind, this is a little bit more of an advanced funnel. I want to explain things so it's really simple, so that way you can go implement it for whatever you're selling. So one of the first things you'll notice is I have this private message from Zach, do not close this page. The main reason I'm doing this is I want to grab people's attention fast, especially if they're on mobile. Then from there, it's like, congrats, the training is on its way to your email. Now, the reason I do this is I never deliver the training on this page, because if you do, well, people start putting in junk emails, and I want to make sure they know that if they don't put in their real email, they're not going to get the training. Pretty simple. So step one, watch this video to learn the next steps. So you notice I have the ... which is like a continued sentence, which makes them wonder what are the next steps. Then what I do here is I always have this picture it's like, hey, hold on, wait. And the reason I do this is because, recently they had an update to Google Chrome and some of the browsers, so you can't have autoplay videos unless you use things like 𝐤𝐤𝐧. So basically this grabs their attention, they hit the play button, and the overview of the video is, hey, my name is Zach Crawford, this is what you can expect from me, and then on this particular product here, I'm basically selling ClickFunnels. I have many different funnels for many different affiliate products, but what I'm doing is prepping them, letting them know like, hey, the training I'm going to teach you over the next 4 to 5 days, you're going to need ClickFunnels, so make sure you get it right now. And so whatever product you're selling, what you want to do is like have this step 1, step 2. So if I was selling a product on, say, how to do Facebook ads, I would talk about, how this course helped me do X, Y, Z, how it helped me to get better lead cost or help me improve my conversions, whatever it be. Click the button below to find out more. That is essentially what a bridge page is. If we go back to the example of explaining to Brian about the pizza joint, all we're doing is making our recommendation for the product. The reason this piece is important is because one, they're getting introduced to who you are, and then two, now they know who you are in the future when you email them, and then number three is they actually now can go and click over to the sales page, and it's not just sending it straight to the affiliate product. By doing this, you're going to build rapport, they're going to at least know who you are, and then they're going to open your emails in the future. All right, so the next steps are pretty simple. We're basically going to have lessons, or these are like tips and value that we share with people. Then we, from there, kick them to, basically the affiliate products. You'll see lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. And then if we go up here, you'll notice we got our email database, right? So these people have been added on our email database automatically, and this is what you call an email autoresponder if you didn't know. So automatically every day, email 1 will go out, and then they'll get lesson 1. And then we go up here, 24 hours later, they'll get email 2, and then it will send them to lesson 2. Then 24 hours later, you got email 3, which will send them to lesson 3. And then 24 hours later, you got lesson 4, that will send them to lesson 4. Now, depending on how many lessons you send that out, it can be 3, it can be 5, it can be 10. I've done it in all different orders. What I do differently than what most people don't do is I give value here, I share tips and really go over to help people understand why this product will help you, what it will do for you, how it will make your life easier, how it will make something faster, how it will eliminate your problems or eliminate your stress. And then from there, I invite them to go check out the affiliate product, which will solve the problem. That is the basic process in a nutshell. Now, here's what I want you to keep in mind. I realize this is a process that takes work. It's something that, especially if you're new to it, it could take you 2 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. But the reason this is so powerful is because once this is in place, you're not having to have one-to-one conversations. You're not having to constantly grind. You literally can scale very fast. It allows you to create an automated business, or as people like to call it, passive income. And for the most part, it's semi-passive. All you need to do is manage it a couple hours a day. Now, when I build affiliate marketing funnels, I do things completely different than everybody else. Most people's goals is just to make sales. Mine is not. That may sound counterintuitive. It may seem even kind of weird. Like, Zach, why would you do all this work and not be focusing on sales? When somebody goes through my sales funnel, my number one objective is to give more value for free than other people are charging for. Because what this does, it makes me stand out. If somebody goes through my sales funnel, of course, I'm going to pre-educate them on how the product can solve their problem. I'm going to help them try to come over their fears or their mental roadblocks that's stopping them from making a purchase. But more importantly, I want to build rapport and trust. In my opinion, it's not copywriting, it's not persuasion, it's not different marketing skills that are the number one skill for sales. It's trust. When somebody trusts you, you can be a mediocre marketer and make a ton of money. So my goal is to build trust with that person as they go through, so they don't feel like they need to take like a mental bubble bath after they leave my sales funnel. If you do your job right, people are going to open your emails in the future. They're going to be open to more recommendations and other products to buy. You see, I'm playing the long game. I'm not playing the short game. What you need to understand when you're building an affiliate funnel is the fact that most people are not ready to buy today. It's not necessarily the product. Sometimes it's not even you because you presented things wrong. It's just because it's not the right time to buy. It's not the right time of the year. Maybe they have other bills they need to do, or maybe they're just not interested in the product that you're selling at the moment. The point being is most people don't buy today. And if you play this short game where you're only focused on sales, you're going to be losing a lot of money. If you focus and do this the right way like I'm teaching you, you're going to build trust, and it's going to become the right time for somebody to buy on your email list every single day. What's going to happen is maybe 6 months from now, that person who didn't buy today, that you did not treat like a tire kicker, as people like to say, you treated them with respect, you built trust, they're going to buy from you because you present the right product at the right time, and they trust you over the other people in the marketplace. This is why you want to build things this way. All right, so this is the basics of what the lessons and the funnel will look like. So what I want you to do really quick is ignore all this stuff over here, because I want you to focus on mastering the basics. What most people try to do is they try to come in, look at people like myself, look at other super affiliates, and you try to model the things you see us doing, but you don't understand the whole big picture. What I'm teaching you right here is how to go out and make easily 6 figures with what I'm teaching you, just doing the basics. Once you understand the basics, it's very easy to scale up once you know what you're doing. So when I first started out, I didn't do the super advanced stuff. Like below this, there's lots of copy. There's a lot of other elements that go into it. I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't even have ClickFunnels or tools like Builderall or any of these funnel page builders that make things like stupid friendly to do. When I first started, we literally had to have people code the pages. So What you want to do is have a basic headline that grabs the attention, right? So you notice like right here, how to become a super affiliate even if you're a complete beginner or failed before. So what this is doing is grabbing attention immediately in this lesson, and it's basically saying, hey, look, if you're new, this can work for you. If you failed before, it can also work for you. Now what I also have is a sub-headline. This is how to legally print money, ... What that's going to do is create curiosity, and people are going to say, how do you legally print money? Which is going to make them want to watch the video. What I want you to understand is in the funnel, every step is to sell the next step. It's just to get them to keep going to the next step, which is to take the actions you want them to take. In order to get them to take the action, which is AKA buy the product, a lot of times it's going to take several video lessons in order to overcome that. You know, what you want to realize is each video is very strategic. I'm actually going to give you this formula at the end of this video and teach you how to do this, but I want you to understand the mountaintop view. So each one of these videos that I create, they're not just there just to create some content and teach a bunch of cool tips. It's to help people understand how the product will help them, how it will help them make their life easier, or how it will help them achieve their objective, or how to eliminate pain or solve some kind of problem. But they're also there to overcome the objections as to why they may not buy. Like they may say, this doesn't work for me because of this, or you don't understand my problem because of this. Each video is very strategic to help overcome those objections and to move the person to buy. Now, what I would do is, this is up to you. I like to a lot of times put bullet points somewhere on the page that basically, tells people like, these are the things you're going to learn. And the reason I'm doing this is to let people know the payoff, like this video is worth you watching your time. Now, if you're new, you might not want to do this stuff. You might want to keep it simple. You might want to just have a headline, the video, and then the button right below the video. And the button basically links over to your affiliate product. Don't worry about any of this stuff on the sidebar. Don't worry about any of the copy below the page. Just keep it really stupid friendly, because once you learn to master the basics, it's going to be very easy for you to scale up and do more of the advanced stuff as you learn. Now, as we go further along this video, I'm going to give you the formula of how to actually execute this for your business. All right, so what I want to do really quick is cover what we've already gone over. So we've talked about the free training, so that's basically to collect the email and get people into the funnel. We talked about the bridge page, which is basically to bridge from you to the product. We've talked about going through the lessons, and these are to overcome all of the objections. Now here's where we're at. This is like pretty much the final step, and this is one of the most powerful pages that you can use, but I don't see many people doing it. And that is the Q&A page, and basically questions and answers. Now what this is used for is to overcome any objections, answer questions that people have as they go through the funnel, like, will this work for me? What about my situation on this? How does this work? And by just doing this simple page and answering the questions, you're going to get a lot of sales towards the end of your sales funnel, because people thought like the product is not a good fit for them, or they thought something wouldn't work for them. And if you do this page, you'll see a big bump in conversions. Then all you do on this page is the same thing as you do everywhere else, is once you have the page, you link with a button to the actual order page for the affiliate product that you're selling. All right, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, Zach. I get it. I understand this step, but how do I know what questions people are going to ask? And the answer is you really don't. So what I do is I literally get out a pad of paper and a pen, and I'll sit for 2 to 3 hours, and I'll think of every possible objection if I was that customer. I would think about, will this work in my situation? If how does the product work when I buy it? Any possible thing that I could think the customer would ask. I don't think there's too many, questions that you can cover, right? Have an answer for anything that you think could stop somebody from making a purchase. Now, the end goal is, as people start going through that funnel, they're going to reply to your emails, they're going to reach out to you and ask questions, and then all you do is you plug those in on the page and you change it out, and eventually the goal is basically people don't really ask any questions, they just buy, because you've overcome all their objections, you've helped them understand how that product's going to help them, and then you have an automated business that literally just gets you sales every single day. All right, so this is the page in action. So this funnel is centered around ClickFunnels, right? So the whole thing is ClickFunnels right for your business? And the whole point is to overcome any questions or possible objections somebody might have. Now, as you can see, I have a video here, and what I want you to do is ignore all this extra stuff. Ignore the countdown timer and all that stuff, because this is more advanced marketing. Don't mess with this stuff until you know what you're doing. Just keep it basic. So you have a video, you have your button, which is going to link over to the product, and then I like to also put the questions down here. So you can see some basics. What is ClickFunnels? What type of businesses can benefit from ClickFunnels? You basically want to brainstorm all those questions and put them here, and then it's up to you. You don't have to do a video, but I like doing video for everything. So basically the same questions I'm talking about on the page. I'm just reading off and answering them like with me talking. Now, another thing I like to do in this step is, this is an extra step. So here I'm showing like how easy it is to use ClickFunnels, and that's to basically come over another objection. Like, this is hard. I don't know how to do tech stuff. So I'm showing literally how easy it is to basically build a sales funnel. So that's what I usually do on this page, regardless of what product I'm selling. All right, so now comes the part that separates the amateurs from the pros. So if you want to take your funnel to the next level, like what I just taught you with an affiliate marketing funnel will work. You'll start getting more sales by just doing what I showed you. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you want to crush it, you want to become a super affiliate, this is where you have to create an affiliate marketing bonus package. By creating an affiliate bonus, you literally will 10x your conversions. Like, just creating that offer is going to literally change the game for you. So what you want to do is you want to create an offer that is so irresistible, people cannot say no to it. And what I'm going to do here in a few minutes is I'm actually going to show you how it works. I'm also going to give you ideas of how to brainstorm for doing it for your own business. Now, what's funny about this is when you do this right, people are going to want the bonus package more than they even want the product you're selling. I've literally had people buy the product I was selling, not even research what they're buying. They just wanted the bonus package. And then later they said, Zach, what did I even buy? All right, so this is what a bonus package looks like. And if you're new to affiliate marketing, then you may have never seen this. And this is going to be a very powerful lesson for you. If you've been in the game for a little while and you've ever bought anything before, you've seen this. So this is what's called an irresistible offer. And this is what really gets people to buy from you over other people that are promoting just the same product and just sending people directly to the sales page. Now, what I want to talk about really quick is what I do different compared to most people. Most people create their bonus package by just throwing anything and everything they can together, thinking the whole goal is just overwhelm them with tons of value and then they'll buy from me. This is not the way to do things. Each individual bonus that you create should be very strategic to help the person get a better result with that product. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But for me, I always try to create bonuses that will make it easier for them to learn, faster for them to implement, or make the whole process a better buying experience overall. It's not about just adding anything and everything you can. Now, you notice with each bonus package, it has a value attached to it. This is what's called the bonus stack. So that one's worth $19.97. This one's worth $9.97. This one's worth $15,000. And I want to go back to not just adding things just to add it. The reason this is, $14,997 is because if somebody wants me to build them a custom funnel, I'm going to start it out at $15,000 because of my time, how long it's going to take me, all the copy and all the elements that go into creating it. So it's easily worth that because of the fact that they're saving their time. So what you want to realize is you don't just throw random values, you don't just throw random products together. It actually has to be real world value that the person's going to believe and can be able to see that. So you can see like right here, I even talk about how if somebody was going to get a sales funnel built for them, most amateur funnel builders are going to start at $5,000. Anybody that knows what they're doing, they're going to start around $15,000 to $20,000 and go on up. So for somebody like me that makes as much money as I do, if I would charge somebody $5,000 to build their funnel, I would be losing money because I could just build my own funnel and run out there and go make more money myself. So this is where you got to actually put the right value with the right product. Don't just like, this one's worth $9.97, this one's worth $19.97, because if it seems unbelievable and the person doesn't believe what you're putting on there, it's going to actually affect you in a negative way, not a positive way. So what you always want to do is look in the marketplace, see what other people are offering in their bonus packages, and put a relevant value that you think yours is worth as well. That's how you start out. But basically, you go through in each bonus package, you sum up the value, and then towards the end, you want to make sure that you basically have the total combined value so they can see that, and then of course, the link to your actual affiliate offer. By just implementing this bonus stack, you're going to get a lot more sales. All right, so let's talk about bonus ideas and how you can go about creating bonuses for your product. Now, you probably think that you need to create something revolutionary, and if you're just getting started, that's probably unrealistic, right? And depending on what niche you're in, whether it's weight loss, you're in some kind of marketing niche, and maybe you're creating a bonus for a piece of software you're using, there's so many different directions you can go. So let's say one of the things you can use is like a PDF action plan or tips to make the offer easier. So let's say, for example, Builderall, right? Builderall is a software tool in the marketplace right now, and basically it's something that everybody needs to build sales funnels, and it's a tool that's very similar to ClickFunnels. So if I was out there trying to create an affiliate marketing funnel for Builderall, I would probably create some kind of PDF if I was just getting started that maybe shows the easiest way to get started with it, because I'm sure there's probably several different options you can do, and your average user coming in is probably going to be a bit confused. That's a kind of bonus that's actually beneficial. It doesn't have to be super crazy like what I create or what you see see other super affiliates start with. When I first started with bonuses, I literally started with PDFs and I worked my way into video training. Then I added extra bonuses as I went. So realize you don't have to do the crazy bonus stacks that you see a lot of us super affiliates doing. You can start small and still increase your conversions. Okay, so another one is video training. So if you have a little bit of knowledge, you're not scared to do videos, which I'm going to hope you're not. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to build this funnel. But basically, you could create like a mini membership site, going over some special methods to use the product, right? It doesn't have to be super crazy. Now, you can do things like what I do if you have the knowledge, but if you don't, you can start small. Like for instance, if I was promoting ClickFunnels and I was brand new and I wanted to create my own sales funnel for it, maybe the video training would be a fast start program on how to use ClickFunnels and get up to speed, because it's a tool that can do many different things, but you could go and fast track their process to learn to use the best features so that way they don't get overwhelmed. The third one you could do is a coaching call. So this could work in any industry, even if it was in weight loss. Maybe once somebody bought the affiliate product through you, you could jump on a Skype call and give them your best tips on how to, shed so many pounds in 30 days. Think outside the box. What can you do that other people are not willing to do? And anytime you're willing to go above and beyond, you're always going to outproduce other people. One of the great things about the coaching call is, let's say you know Facebook ads, or something specific that you're trying to offer to people as a bonus. If you help people get results, it's going to give you social proof in the future, which is going to make selling very, very easy. This is the kind of things I did as an early affiliate, where I basically help people get results when they buy products through me. I would jump on coaching calls, help them with like a strategy plan or something like that. And then once they got results, I leveraged it later in my marketing. Now, another option, and obviously this is going to be more if, for instance, you get a higher payout. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do the work for them if you only get paid like $30. It's just probably not going to be beneficial. Now, the upside to that, or I guess you could say the flip side to that, is if maybe you get a reoccurring membership fee or something. Let's say you make $30 a month or $50 a month. It might be worth it to actually set the thing up for them, especially when it comes to like marketing tools, because your average person is going to use those forever. Whoever referred me to ClickFunnels, they've been getting a $118 commission every single month from me because I'm on the premium plan. So if that person would have helped me out to set things up in the beginning, obviously it would have paid off for them, because 3 years times basically $118, that's pretty darn good money. So if you're going to get a decent payout, either a higher ticket commission or maybe a reoccurring commission, maybe it's worth it to do the work for them to help them get up and running. Now, the last one is like downloadable templates. So templates work well. This could be like email swipe files. It could be your sales funnel templates. It could be, the templates you use, if it was a weight loss product, like your nutrition plan or maybe your workout plan, any type of thing like that, makes the bonus better. I've offered variations of all these different bonuses and many different niches that I promoted in, and I can tell you that sometimes even just a PDF report increases the conversions. Don't ever overestimate or underestimate what you can do by creating one of these. A lot of people think they need to create the crazy, bonus stacks like they see me doing, but understand, I've been in this game for years, and it's something you learn and you get better and you progress as you go. Start basic, remember, master the basics, and then scale up bigger. All right, so everything we just covered is basically the product launch funnel, and this was made popular by Jeff Walker like years ago. And all I did is I modified this for affiliate marketing. It's basically setting it up just like it's your own product, but you're structuring it in a way that you're promoting somebody else's product. So the very first lesson, and basically this is what I suggest if you're brand new. You want to start with the basics, as I said, and then work your way up. Do just basically 4 lessons, and then from there you have your Q&A page, which we talked about, and that's it. Keep it really simple, because at the end of the day, if you can't get the 4 lessons to convert, it's not going to make sense to make 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are more for advanced marketers. So start simple. So lesson number 1 is basically, this is the content piece that you need, right? You got to have a big promise. So a perfect example of that could be like how to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month without needing to create a product. So obviously we're going based off my funnel, and that would be based on how to make a $3,000 to $5,000 a month income by promoting other people's products, which is affiliate marketing. Then content piece number 1, which is look at what other people do. So the real point of this one, right, is you want to kind of look at the marketplace and kind of explain things. Now, normally on this one, I usually like to do a compare and contrast. I'll kind of like show like what I do and what other people do. But basically the example I did here is I basically said, what is affiliate marketing? And I showed examples of it. So I modified this a little bit. Sometimes I will follow this dead on, meaning exactly how it is. So sometimes in lesson 1, I'm going to basically compare what other people do, and then I'm going to compare what I do, whatever I'm teaching, right? But in this one specifically, I kind of modified it knowing that some people won't know what affiliate marketing is, so I need to cover that, and then I kind of show examples of how it works. Now, number 3, which is kill myths. So this is really important, and basically what you want to do is you take a big look at the marketplace and figure out like what are some of the common myths that people may think. Like it won't work because of this, or they think maybe the market is saturated, or maybe for instance they've heard of the paleo diet, but they think like, no, that's not great because I've heard the keto diet is the new one. You want to figure out like what are the common myths that people already think, and you want to address those. So one of the things I did was basically why most people fail and how to avoid it. That's going to grab their attention, right? Well, why do people fail? So some of the lessons that I taught is basically most people only see what goes on above the iceberg. So this is a common lesson that I always teach where people look at what they see super affiliates do. They look at like what they think they're doing, but they don't really know all the pieces that go below the iceberg. Basically what I'm teaching you here, this whole thing that I just taught you, most people are going to charge you for this. I literally showed you inside my funnel how it goes together and showing you that it's not just like, you go out there and promote things and make money. It's very strategic, right? So that's what I mean by the iceberg. Another thing I did is I talked about, most people don't have a proven sales funnel that converts leads into sales. So that's why they don't get sales. Most people don't know how to position the offer properly. Most people don't know how to follow up. I'm basically pointing out things that, maybe they don't really know. Maybe they've thought them a bit before, but they're not really sure how things go together. And so basically what I want to do is kill the myths as to, why this thing doesn't work or why it does work, but they think something different. Basically what you're doing is you're breaking down their misconceptions or the things that they have false belief patterns, and you're rebuilding them to think exactly what you want to think. Now, the final step is hook to the next video, and this is what's called an open loop. So if you've ever watched a good show like The Walking Dead, then at the end of Walking Dead, they always preview to show you what's going to happen next, and you're always thinking, damn it, oh man, I want to see that, and you have to wait another week to see it, right? So that's what an open loop is. So all you're going to do is say, hey, tomorrow I'm going to teach you X, Y, and Z, so make sure you tune in. So the whole point of this is you want to sell people on the next step. If you remember what I said earlier on in the video, everything is to sell the next step and then sell the next step. And in this case, we're selling them to go to the next video because we want them to consume that content. The more content they consume, the more we can overcome their objections, which is going to lead to the sell. All right, so the next lesson you should have in your content piece is transformational education. And the real point of this is to really help them have a mental transformation. Your real goal here is to help them overcome some mental hurdles they may have, something that's possibly stopping them from buying the product. And the basic elements are let's do it together. So that's basically you kind of walking them through how things work. So I like to call that the mountaintop view, kind of like what I did with you in this video. I kind of showed you how everything works. Now, this part is not necessary if you don't have it, but proof that it works. Basically, if you have some kind of testimonial of your own, you have a testimonial of somebody who's used the product, if you have a testimonial of a client. When I first started with affiliate marketing, basically I would try to, if it allowed it. Now, keep in mind some affiliate programs will not allow this, so make sure you're not breaking their terms of service. But what I used to do is borrow testimonials from the product if they would allow me. Now, the other part is the content piece number 2, which is how we do it, or how I do it, sorry. And basically, this is kind of you going over like how you do things, and then of course, hook to the next video, which is the open loop. So example of me doing that is, number 1 is why only 1% make all the money and most people struggle. So what I'm really doing in this lesson is really teaching the mountaintop view of why most affiliates never make much money. And it's because they follow the advice that people teach where you just go run paid ads to an affiliate product, and then basically the whole goal is you make more money than you spend, or basically just create a YouTube video and then link to the product. That works, but it's not a long-term game. You want to be building an email list so that way you can keep following up with those people and making sales. Another thing I like to do in this is break down some objections or more myths that I think that they might be thinking, like, yeah, but I've heard about this email list building thing, but where can I get cheap traffic? And I talk about, people that teach about solo ads are basically setting you up for failure because solo ads are a very low quality traffic source. And then I talk about you want to build from quality traffic sources. And then the proof that it works, I show one of my students who basically built an email list of just 1,000 people from YouTube and made over $350,000 from one video. So that's an example of, how transformational education works. I'm showing them the big power as to why they failed probably in the past, because keep in mind, I know most people that go through this funnel, they've probably been exposed to some of these concepts before, but they probably don't have results yet. And I'm showing them some of the common things people are teaching out in the marketplace and why it's setting them up for failure, and then the right way to do things. Now, once again, at the end, hook to the next video, another open loop. So all you're going to say is, hey, tomorrow I'm going to teach you XYZ tip or XYZ thing. Make sure you tune in tomorrow because you're going to want to see this video or you're not going to want to miss out. All right, so this is one of the most important content pieces that you create in your funnel, and it's called the ownership experience. And this is really important because what you're trying to do is basically future pace their experience once they actually own that product. And what I mean by future pace is basically helping them see the vision as to why when they buy that product, it's going to change their life. It's going to, take away their stress. It's going to make things easier. It's going to help them get to the goal that they want. And then basically these are the elements you need. So you future pace their experience. Number two is you hint to your offer. So this is where you're going to, constantly, push them like, hey, you want to grab the product. Now, normally in the product launch funnel, I should say, usually people don't release the product or sell the product until like lesson 4, right? And then they open up the shopping cart. What I do is under every single lesson, I basically, push to the product. I hint to the offer every single one, but this is the basic, product launch formula. But for an affiliate offer, since I can't open and shut down the cart, usually what I like to do is basically, link to the offer below. But I'm not hard selling. I'm basically suggesting at the end of every lesson why they want to get whatever it is I'm selling them. Now, the third part is basically how you can do it. So this is basically helping them understand like how you can achieve the result that, you are hoping to get, the goal that you want to achieve. And then, of course, hook to the next video, which is an open loop. So one of the things that I like to do with the future pace is try to help them see a big idea as to once they buy the product what their life can look like. Now, if you have a testimonial of yourself or you have a testimonial of a client, this is a perfect example. So one of the things that I do is I show like a testimonial of one of my successful clients that got the result that they're hoping to get. If you don't have that, once again, I would refer to if you can borrow some kind of testimonial from the product you're promoting. This will work very, very well. Now, another thing you want to do is you want to think about in the content, like how can you help them see what it will help them achieve. So in this particular funnel, I'm talking about multiple streams of income and how easy it is to create with sales funnels, right? And that's one of the big ideas I'm teaching you inside of this sales funnel specifically, if you went through it, is that it's very easy to create multiple streams of income with sales funnels. You literally can set up a product, drive traffic to it, set up another funnel, drive traffic to that, and you have these little baby businesses, and some of them are not babies, some of them can make lots of money, but basically you set up these little individual sales funnels that make you money 24/7, 365. And then how you can do it, this is an example of how I like to demonstrate this. I personally like to show either a demo of the product. So I'll go inside the product and show, what you learn, what it's like to use the product or use the software. And then also what I do in this specific lesson to demonstrate this is I draw my iPad. I show how the big picture works. I show how it all fits together and how everything connects the dots. And the reason I do that is it helps people see the big idea. Like, okay, this works and this is how that works. Because that helps them understand how the whole process goes together, and it helps future pace them. They've seen a result of one of my customers, and then now I'm showing them how it all fits together and how they can do it to apply this to their business, which helps them see why that product is going to help them get to their end result. So that's what you always want to think about. Whatever it is you're selling, how is it going to help your customer? How is it going to help them solve the problem they want to solve? And why should they whip out their credit card right now to spend it? And this is what this will help them do. You're future pacing their ownership experience, that how their life is going to be different once they purchase that product. All right, so this is the simple lesson that you create for your sales funnel. And this is literally just the offer, or basically you make the pitch. Now, my general rule of thumb is I don't like to hard pitch people all throughout the funnel because it really turns people off. If you listen to what I said, I'm constantly suggesting the product, but you'll notice if you actually go through one of my sales funnels, a lot of my videos are not 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes. They're very, very detailed, just like this tutorial. If you've made it this far, you see that I'm very thorough, right? And what I'm doing is I'm making sure the person has all the information they need to make an educated buying decision for themselves. And so at this point, this is where I actually, as you want to call the hard pitch, where I'm outright saying, hey, you need to buy this. Throughout the other lessons, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, it's really like a suggestion, like, hey, if you actually want to learn how to do this, click below to get the product. Now, when I get here, this is where I'm really going to lay out the offer, and I'm actually going to make the pitch as to why they should spend their money. So the basic steps for this is, number 1, here's what I got. So really all you're doing is explaining, this is what I'm selling you, right? Now, number 2 is here's how it can help you. You want to reframe and remind them as to why this product is a good purchase for them to spend their money on, why this product is going to help them get the result they want, and how it's going to make their life easier, how it's going to make things faster, how it's going to make, their life so much different after they own it, right? Now, number 3 is here's what you will do with it. Now, this is one where, especially if it's like a software or something like that, if you can show a demo of how like it makes their life easier, or you demonstrate, that's going to help it. Another thing you can do is you can paint the picture, or the vision as to what they can do with that product once they own it. So for instance, if I was selling like a digital camera and doing a review on that, then I would try to demo the camera if I had it and show how easy it is and how great the autofocus works. Whatever it is, you want to paint that picture for them of what they will actually do with that product once they own it. So what we're doing again here is a little bit of the ownership experience and helping them remind them as to why this product is a great fit for them. Then number 4 is here's what you need to do right now, which is a simple call to action. Hey, click the link below to go buy it. Now, there's one additional step. If you've created the bonuses that we talked about, you also want to remind them of the bonuses they're going to get when they sign up. But if you're just doing the basic format, you don't actually add in the bonuses just yet, then just a basic call to action. But you always want to sum up, here's what I got. So this is the product you're buying. Here's how it's going to help you. Here's what you'll do with it once you actually own it and once you purchase it. And then here's what you do now. I want you to click the button below, and that's going to take you over to the order page. And then from there, you put your credit card in, and you'll get access to whatever it is that you're selling. And this is the basic format that I follow. Now, I modify it a little bit here and there. As I said, sometimes I do an additional lesson, or maybe I'll add in a few extra steps. But for the most part, I pretty much stick to this formula because I've tried every sales funnel combination out there, and this funnel never fails me. It doesn't matter if I'm selling my own products, I'm selling a service, like an actual done-for-you service, I'm selling somebody else's product. Every single time, this funnel crushes it when I follow this format. So if you have questions on how any of this works, or you have ideas you want to do, comment below and I'll literally help you out. All right, so that's a wrap. Honestly, that's probably one of the most detailed tutorials I've ever done, and I'm a bit exhausted from putting this together. I hope you got value from it, and what I can tell you is if you enjoyed this tutorial, you got value from this, you're going to love the future videos I'm going to be dropping on this channel, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Now, if you did love this training, what I'd appreciate if you do is drop me a yes in the comments and let me know if you want me to create more content like this. Also, at the same time, while you're doing that, let me know if there's a topic you specifically want me to cover for you, and I'll engage with you in the comments. Now, the final thing I have for you is if you want to see this funnel in action, if you want to see how this whole process fits together and how everything works, then I have the training in the description, which you can go ahead and subscribe for, and it'll take you through step by step so you can see how all this fits together. With that being said, that's all I got, and I will see you in the next video.